All right, absolutely crazy finish to the 49ers-Rams game. Just looking at the win probability chart tells it all, as the 49ers pretty much had this game won for the entirety of the game until they didn't. So let's talk about what went horribly wrong at the end for the 49ers and what went horribly right for the Rams. I want to start off right here. So this is going to be a 55-yard field goal attempt. I mean, this is a long field goal for sure, but if you can make this field goal, which we saw Jake Moody make a 55-yard field goal in the Super Bowl, then hey, game's over. You're up 10 points. It's not officially over, but it's basically over. As you see, this kick is going to have the leg, but not quite be good enough to work for a conversion right here. It does not go in, and therefore the Rams have a chance, and they have pretty good field position now since it was a long field goal attempt. Matthew Stafford's going to just throw one up down the field. They get a one-on-one matchup, and boy, does it work out. A huge completion. A couple plays later, they rush it into the end zone for a touchdown. In a game that was all 49ers, out of nowhere, this becomes a tie game again. But there's still some time left. A couple minutes left. The Niners have a chance to try for a drive of their own. As you see on this one, Purdy's going to take the snap. He throws down the field, and it's going to be Ronnie Bell, the wide receiver for the 49ers, who has the inside leverage. He's open on this play. He just is. If they can get a completion, this game is probably still going to be won by the 49ers. You can never say for sure, but he would have the catch at the 30-yard line. The Rams only have one timeout at this point, so they can run it down to have a field goal be the last play of the game. However, you see Bell, he just drops that football, and there was a little bit of contact. That might have hurt the catch a little bit, but still, it's one you got to catch right there. They needed that play. It does not get caught. Instead, it's third down. Purdy rushes for a couple yards, and they have to punt the ball away. So the punt happens, and at first you're thinking, okay, whatever. The Rams are going to get the ball at roughly their own 10, 15-yard line. 49 seconds left, no timeouts. I mean, what are really the odds of them actually being able to do anything here? We'll watch as you see the kick returner is able to get to the outside, and as of right here, I'm going to pause it for copyright reasons, but you're already in a pretty good position, right? Definitely have an opportunity to go a long way. This isn't going to result in a touchdown, but still gets to the 50-yard line, and now, instead of having the ball in a situation where you might even consider just running out the clock and playing for overtime, instead, the Rams are not even thinking about overtime. They're thinking about winning it right here. Stafford is going to take the snap on this next one. He fires one, and it's not going to be complete, but it is interference, and that's the correct call. That definitely was interference. There's actually a couple plays on the 49ers on that one, but this being the big one, puts them into field goal range. And keep in mind, the Rams have no timeouts, so this allows them to kind of fully reset, gather a plan and everything, so that way they can just go and now try and kick a field goal. They run the ball once, then they spike the ball with a few seconds left more than maybe they wanted. You see, Rams kicker is lining up for the game-winning field goal, but there's still 5 seconds left. And here's why that matters. It's a 37-yard field goal attempt. The kicker is going to make this one right here. So, okay, good job there. But the field goal went through with still 2 seconds left on the clock now. Usually you spike the ball with 3 seconds left. Since there's still 5 seconds left, there's still one more play. And you might be saying, well, okay, who cares? They're going to try for something crazy. Probably not going to work out. Well, at first, that does appear to be the case. I mean, you see like an offensive lineman gets the ball. They're just trying to make something work. So at this point, you're like, okay, yeah, Rams about to win. Things are looking good. However, all of a sudden, the 49ers player gets it and moves down the field. And look at him just kind of get by a few guys, flips it back. And I'm going to pause it right here because this will really show the 49ers were actually really close to pulling this off. If you look at Jauan Jennings right there, he's open. Like, if you were able to hit him in stride and he can continue running, I think he gets a touchdown here. I think he has a good angle, and we know he's fast. And also, how crazy would it be if his 4th touchdown of the day is on a play like this? The throw, however, is not a good one. It's Jake Brendel, the center. I mean, you can't really blame him that much for not being able to, while fully sprinting, make a perfect throw to Jauan Jennings. But I think, he actually was going for Ayuk. Ayuk got hit hard too late. I think you could have maybe even debated that that's a late hit. He doesn't have the ball, and that was a hard hit. But doesn't get called right there. Led to some pushing and shoving at the end. But yeah, what a wild ending. Quite the finish there by these two teams.